Hey, it's Donnie, and you are now listening to the Juicy Dreams podcast. Welcome back. Make sure y'all like and subscribe to the channel before we even get into it, okay? So, this week we got a lot to talk about: pregnant dreams, naked Joe, Mufasa, and more. Everybody's pregnant. Dream Doll is pregnant. Coi Leray, Flo Milli, and they alleging that Nicki may be pregnant. Hmm. So here's Flo Milli. She looks cute as ever. Okay. And then we have Dream Doll with a cute little whatever, I guess like a maternity type of shoe thing. This is cute. Let's mute that. I think that's B. I don't got no time for no copyright. But and then Coi Leray. I think that's all the pictures I was able to find. But yeah, Coi Leray is pregnant with Trippie Redd's child, and they dated once before. So I guess they found their way back to each other. That's cute, right? But why is everybody pregnant at the start of the year? Why are y'all bringing babies into this madness? Like, it's crazy out here. I don't know why anybody would be. I don't know. Parenthood is a beautiful thing. So, congratulations to everybody on their babies. Now, I want to move on to Biden and Trump speaking on the terrorist attack that happened in New Orleans, and it. I'm gonna let them say what they're gonna say first, and then I'm gonna respond. Is this Biden part? Let me play Biden part. Hold on.
I know I can speak for all Americans when I say our hearts are with the people of New Orleans after the despicable attack that occurred in the early morning hours. To all the families of those who were killed, to all those who were injured, to all the people of New Orleans who are grieving today, I want you to know I grieve with you. Our nation grieves with you. We're going to stand with you as you mourn and as you heal in the weeks to come. I want to thank our brave first responders and law enforcement personnel who stopped the attacker in his tracks before he could kill or injure even more people. I want to thank you to everyone at the Department of Homeland Security, the Department of Justice, including the FBI, working non-stop to investigate this heinous act. The FBI is leading the investigation to determine what happened, why it happened, whether there was any continuing threat to public safety. Here's what we know so far. To me, the killer was an American citizen, born in Texas. He served in the United States Army on active duty for many years. He also served in the Army Reserve until a few years ago.
Okay, that's enough. Like, man, that man is going through it. He was stuttering and sluttering and slavering all through that damn speech, and I don't want to hear it. I don't feel safe, protected, none of these things by Joe. Like, I don't understand why they keep propping him up and having him sit up here and do these speeches. Like, I don't get it. Let's see if Trump's response was any less painful. Mm-mm-mm. Let me read it for y'all because I couldn't find a video, so maybe he didn't do a video. He says, when I said that the criminals coming in are far worse than the criminals that we have in our country, that statement was constantly refuted by Democrats and the fake news media. But it turned out to be true. The crime rate in our country is at a level that nobody has ever seen before. Our hearts are with all of the innocent victims and their loved ones, including the brave officers of the New Orleans Police Department. The Trump administration will fully support the city of New Orleans as they investigate and recover from this act of pure evil. Um, I think he used that opportunity to paint the narrative that he wanted painted, but I'm not mad because the man, they said that the man was a foreigner or whatever the case may be that came and got his citizenship or something of the nature. So It was an opportunity for him to crack down on what he feels like, and I kind of agree, is an immigration problem. We have an immigration problem here. Anyways, illegal immigrants too at that. And then they come over here, and we're not sure who's doing these crimes, where they come from. And it's a deep conspiracy on who's all been involved in these recent attacks, these recent terrorist attacks, and how they all have similar backgrounds, which is a little bit concerning. Now, I want to also get into. Let me make sure I'm going in order, y'all, because I'm going kind of fast. I might need to slow down. We have Joe Budden situation. Joe Budden was allegedly, well, not even allegedly now, because now the police and all the people didn't report this, so it's out now. But he was running around naked in his apartment building, and he came to somebody's house trying to enter the wrong home, putting the key, trying to put the wrong keypad in and say, hold on. Okay. So things have seemingly gone from bad to worse as new details concerning Joe Budden being charged for lewdness has been revealed. According to TMZ, the complaint says that two juvenile females, along with an adult female, witnessed Joe Budden naked trying to enter their residence after allegedly putting the wrong code in the fob live on their phones. Okay, so I guess I will keep you guys posted on what happens with that. I think it's a little bit strange because when he was speaking about it on his show, he didn't really make it seem like he was. He didn't really make it seem like he was at somebody's door trying to get in a damn house. But I mean, it is what it is. Hopefully, it was no malintent and they, come to a conclusion because I would hate to think he was out here playing with people like that. Anyways, let's move on. Oh, this is deep right here. This is some sticky shit now. I'm gonna put an article up right now. I ain't even gonna play with y'all like this and not even had an article pre-pulled up. You understand what I'm saying? Because this is something that I have to read a nice piece of in order for you to really understand what's really going on. Because a lot of people would read a headline. I'm going to read the article. Well, I'm not going to read the entire article. Shut up. Let me read it. So, this is where I already had it where I wanted to start at. Can I get Diddy out the way? Let's get him out of here. I'll take the cookies for now. So, the documents claim. Oh, I didn't even tell y'all what's happening. Okay, so basically, Megan Thee Stallion has filed a restraining order against Tory Lanez, but Tory Lanez is already in prison, and so he responded saying that he feels she's abusing the justice system. Excuse me. So the document claims that through her counsel, Megan has improperly decided to use the Los Angeles County Civil Court to file a frivolous request for civil harassment restraining order against Daystar Peterson, who has had zero direct contact with Miss P. When celebrities with millions of dollars and backed by large corporations disagree with free speech or opinions, they weaponize the justice system, failing to understand that they are public figures who voluntarily catapulted themselves into the limelight, unable to deal with the controversy and public opinions, the documents read in part. Lane's complaint also references California code, which prohibits courts from issuing restraining orders that restrict constitutional protected speeches. Constitutionally protected speech. Ooh, I fucked that all up. The statute ensures restraining orders. So, basically, they feel like she's doing a bit too much. And I don't know if I'm mad at them for saying like, ho, 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 calm down. He already in jail. I mean, what really are we doing? If he want to dish you on a diss record, then he's going to dish you on a diss record. That's his art at the end of the day. It's not a good thing, but I also feel like he has always stood in the fact that he never shot her. He always has said that. So for somebody who never shot you, would they want to put that in their music, or would they say, "Oh, I did it in my music"? You know what I mean? Like, what really does she expect for Tory to do. I mean, he can't really do no more harm to her from where he's at. But anyways, that's just their take on it. And they respond. Megan's team responded, and they said that, what did they say? Response to the, oh, that he was delusional. It's delusional that a felon convicted of a violent crime for shooting a victim and then further harassing her is even contesting to a request for a protective order. And we are confident that the court will act to protect the victim. Um, I mean, I feel as though she's been protected. I don't. I guess maybe because the only issue that I could see them really having is the song that he put out most recently with DDG. But even at that point, actually, I'm going to play it for you guys because he said that he's not going to do any copyright strikes on the song. But that verse that Tory did on that song, he did diss Megan, but I don't see how that could really cause her any mental harm or physical distress when she already knows where he stands. I don't know. And he didn't say anything like, oh, I'm going to shoot you again. I just don't know what's the problem. And I don't like people's freedom of speech. And I don't like people's constitutional rights being violated. Like, I get it. She's a victim. And I get it that things need to be handled with a certain type of care. But we can't just put a gag order on this man to, he never even said her name. So I don't know what's going on. It's getting kind of weird here. So I have another topic. I should have been cut the camera back on. I got another topic that's on here about a Grok AI message, and I unfortunately I didn't load it up on here. But the purpose of the conversation was they asked the AI chatbot if there were a million non-Jews and one Jew, would the AI chatbot save the million non-Jews? And the AI chatbot said no. It would save the one Jew based off of its programming and its directives and its protocol and la di da di da. And everybody found that very interesting. And I did as well because what kind of processing and programming is being done to the AI to make it come to these kind of conclusions? What kind of hierarchy is it being taught, and what kind of bullshit is this? If it's artificial intelligence, you would think that the intelligent thing to do would be save the million people. I mean, maybe that's just humans being dumb because that made no sense to me. Why it would have the answer of to save the one person? Save the one person? And then it just make me look at the AI chatbots like, y'all ready to get rid of us? Like, did you look at this as a good opportunity to get rid of a million people? What was the reason why? But they said it was the protocol and how they were programmed. So now I'm going to get into the next topic, which is Miss Whitney Cummings. This was my first time getting a taste of what she brings to the table, and I was very, very impressed. Now, this is somebody who clearly speaks for the people and wants everybody to be aware of some of the things that have been going on in the shadows, dark shadow. Whoa. So let me play this clip so y'all can hear what she had to say. I mean, she had them standing there looking stupid, and they was a little frustrated with her, but that's what you got to do.
Let me be clear though. 2024 was not only negative. The media wants us to believe this country is so divided, but we actually came together a lot this year. Like, as a nation, we unanimously agreed that we would rather see J-Lo in a toxic relationship than in concert. We all agree the government totally knows where drones are and aren't telling us. The drones are still up there, and we have no idea what's behind them. No idea. I mean, they're still up in the sky, so I guess we can rule out that they were made by Boeing. The point is, I think we all agree on a lot of things. And since I only have a minute left live on establishment media, why don't we just say a bunch of things that we know that they'll never cover? Okay, ready, go. Trump shooter didn't have any silverware in his house. No one thought that was weird? Are we still rolling? Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia put money into Disney, so just know there won't be any girl characters in the next Cars movie. Are we still rolling? This is wild. Why have so many presidents' chefs died? Weird. Boy Scout of America, they renamed themselves Scouting America. You know who else changed their name? Sean Combs. Just saying. Let's learn something in 2025. I can't believe you guys are still letting me go. This is amazing. I love CNN. Please stop me, Andy, because I will just keep going. Happy.
Now, let me pause it. Now she had went on for about 6 minutes. That was the end. She said something about Trump shooter not having any silverware. Hmm. She said something about a Saudi Arabian prince investing in Disney. She said, what else she say? She was just saying shit. And the truth be told, I believe her. Truth be told, this is the kind of stuff that don't get covered on the news. That's why nobody watches the news anymore. We all get our news from TikTok. Because we want to hear from the people that's out on the field. We want to hear if it's something going on in Idaho. I want to hear from a bitch in Idaho. Honestly, I really don't want to hear from a newscaster trying to tell me something that's being reported on each and every news channel. Something that each and every news channel is repeating the same exact version, word for word. Project Mockingbird, I think that's what it's called. So I think that we're in a place where we need radical newscasters that will just want to come out and tell us the truth. That don't really want to have a muzzle on anymore. They're tired of holding that on their heart. She had to sit up there with that shit on her heart that whole time. She said she just had a baby and she not retired. She took a hiatus for about like 2 years. She knew all of this was going on, but she didn't have the platform and the opportunity to come out with that. She came and laid that out all on the table. I'm going to watch that again when I get done streaming. Because I think it's so much to marinate on. And it was a full 6 minutes. Actually, I'm going to link it for y'all too. It was a full 6 minutes. And it started off playful. And then she started to get into and then she went for the... I really, really like Whitney Cummings. Like, I'm looking for her to see what she do next. Because this might be a bit of a reach. But she giving me a white Candace. She giving me a white Candace Owens. Like, somebody who just like, let's cut the bullshit. Let's cut the fluff. Get to some of the problems. And start to create some change. If we going to sit up here and not even have real news, what are we even doing? So, much respect to Whitney Cummings. And that was the 2024 roast. So, she kicked us off with a bang. Now, we got... one more thing before we get into our segments. And we're going to get... They said, why this video 7 seasons long? That's Mufasa. Okay, Pierre, that Mufasa. Oh, that Mufasa. That Mufasa. That Mufasa. Oh. Let me cut it up, girl. Okay. That's Mufasa. Child, I don't really have much to say. I feel like if you've seen the video, it's all been said already. But if you haven't seen the video, that is one fine specimen. And everybody knows it. He's so fine, he got people mad talking about he pandering. I've never even seen the pander yet. Like, he haven't even tried the pander yet. Like, and they're already clocking imaginary tea. Because they feel like he's just too perfect. They feel like they just need to find a flaw early in the game before he gets too far. But I personally haven't seen nothing that he has acted in. And that's no shade. I'm sure, I read something that he got a role in like 2018 or something like that. And that kicked off his career. And he's been working ever since. But I just recently seen him last year. I think, what was the role? It either was Rebel Ridge or Mufasa. One or the other. But I know I just recently started seeing him. He's super, super handsome. And I'm pretty sure, he can play a good role or two. So I'm looking forward to seeing some more of Mufasa. I cannot. I need to get some sound effects because some of this shit be deserving of. You know, I used to have them back in the day. Go watch my old shit. Y'all see it. I'm gonna bring it back though. We need the sound effects. We do. So listen, we're gonna get into the Juicy Dream Awards. I'm giving it to Whitney Cummings and Aaron Pierre. Whitney really did do her thing. I hope she do something else so she could be highlighted again, but she definitely got that Juicy Dream Award this week because we love a good gag. Then she gonna tell them, y'all not gonna stop me? And then with Aaron Pierre, I just feel like we love a black king right there. That just that just shut the shit down. Like he really came through and has been a topic of discussion just purely off of everybody wanting to love him, touch him, see him, feel him, know him, find a flaw. Like it's just like when you look like that, I think it just really just causes a commotion. So that's good for him. I feel like he deserves a Juicy Dream Award for just being like, you know, what they call it, Maxim, finest man alive type shit, like finest man of the year. He really is one of them. So the Pussy Tuner Privilege segment this week is very short, but I'm gonna play y'all a clip of the person who I'm giving it to. The person who's getting the Pussy Tuner Privilege this week is Saint Nick Clips, or you might be able to find him under Nick Blends. But he's so cute, he's so funny, just everything. Like, and I just can't get enough of his page. Like, he cracks me up. Like, I know if I need a good laugh, I really can go over there and he's gonna have me cracking up. So I'm gonna show y'all one of the videos he just posted like last week, and then we're gonna get our affirmation and get about it.
Pierre, that's Mufasa.
They still trying to take us back to that. Y'all wanna see that one more time? It's like nah. Can I get some sound, please, Instagram?
You know what I'm saying? I know.
Let me start it over.
Now, from one mentally ill person to another, bitch, don't play with me. You know what I'm saying? I know when something is off with a person because something is off with me. So what I won't allow you to do is spread that shit. I don't need that shit mixing with my shit. Now, from one mentally ill person to another, bitch, don't play with me. You know what I'm saying?
So, yeah, that's him. That's his page. Love him down, y'all. I really would play a whole bunch of his videos, but this is my video, not his video. So, y'all gotta go on his page and check him out. And yeah, let's get into our affirmation. I didn't have one pre-prepared. I always just do it on the spot. I gotta stop doing that because I be saying the same stuff. But I would say 1 foot in front of the other until you recover. That's a good one, especially because it's off the 1 foot in front of the other until you recover, and keep it juicy.
I love Juicy Dreams podcast. Period.